This is Sparkles. Sparkles is from the red hedgehog style animals called the Knuckles Squadron. And Sparkles is one of the new EF-111 Ravens, EF-111M Ravens, which are coming back into service with the What If Malagasy Air Force. Now, I'm still in the process of deciding what to do, whether to have had the Ravens in service for a longer period of time or whether to literally be bringing these out of the boneyard. All I need to do is make that decision and then get a big pen and rewrite What If history. The plan is that these Ravens will serve along with some FB-111M bombers to provide bomber command with suppression and destruction of enemy air defence. This is all what if, it's all fictional, it's all made up. So please don't be offended and think that Madagascar has just found the NATO credit card. This is the Italeri kit. It is a rebox, I believe, of a Testers or Monogram model. It's a really nice kit. It's very simple, actually, and I've painted it with Vallejo medium gunship grey and also with some chrome mixed in to try and replicate the ultra expensive Lockheed Martin super duper radar reflective scheme. I've picked out the nose in dark gold grey and the area around the cockpit just in light ghost grey. Interestingly, on this model, Italeri have made a mistake with the decals. They have supplied one scheme which has predominantly red decals and one scheme which has predominantly black decals. I've, of course, used my What If Malagasy markings. I build What If. And they have misjudged the amount that you need for each scheme. So you only have 7 red, whatever these markings are, and 7 black, whatever those markings are. Well, actually, you need 14 in total. So what I've done is I've used the red markings on the port side of the aircraft and used the black markings on the starboard side. I did find that my other decal sheet, because I've got another one of these in the stash, and it was exactly the same, but with even fewer of the markings, so I couldn't use that as an alternative. It is a nicely marked aircraft with the slime lights, and underneath you've got the lovely weird F-111 style landing gear. I've just picked out a few bits and I did some more modernised aerials there. There's the canoe with the jamming station. I changed some of the original aerials here for updated ones, and it does have some aerials there by the wheels. Given it a tiny bit of weathering because these are freshly back into service. And then for the first time in Aardvark history, since it was designed as an interceptor, we've got a self-defense missile here, which is an AIM-132 or an ASRAM. Now, the whole idea of bringing these back in and or having them in service with Bomber Command is that basically I've got EF-15G Growl Eagles in service with Fighter Command and F-16 shooters that fire harm missiles. However, the Growl Eagle is carrying all of its pods, its jamming equipment under wing, on the end of the wing. It's very draggy, even though it is an F-15E derivative. It's got the conformal fuel tanks. Its range is still limited because of the drag penalty, so it has to be refueled a lot. Now, my Bomber Command with their Vulcans, Hustlers and B-49s rove all across the Indian Ocean and up and over and into Africa and the Middle East, so they need the F-111 series to give them the range to go and target enemy air defences. Now, most air forces are specialists in something. The RAF is a specialist in surviving cuts and defending Britain. The Americans are specialists in pretty much everything. But the idea of the Malagasys is they want to specialise in electronic warfare and have that as their forte. A bit like the Australians are bringing something to the party with their EF or EA-18 growlers, to get it right. So that's what